Hello everyone. Today I would like to share with you a gorgeous plant that you should add to your garden. This is EDGEWORTHIA CHRYSANTHA. And look at how beautiful it is. Now before we get going, I wanted to say that I am not affiliated with any plant company. This is a plant that I think you should have because I think it's beautiful. So why should you get this plant? Well, look at it right now. It's the middle of winter, it's February, and this plant is in full bloom right now. Most of the buds have opened up. They look like honeycombs. And a great thing about it is that it actually smells like honey, like a bit of honey with a touch of something else which I can't pinpoint my fingers on. Let's see why else you should buy this plant. So this plant, especially in my zone here, it has proven to be very tough. Now this plant has gone through setback and hardship. It got knocked over by a big limb of a tree. It got snapped in half and it's still standing strong. Also, I believe last year I transplanted to here with it already mature, and it has done beautifully. It's like it didn't go through any setback at all. So what hardship has it gone through this year alone already? It has gone through snow, and we rarely get snow over here, and it went through freezing temperatures below 20, and we went to freezing temperatures below 30s. We are going to be getting freezing temperatures Friday, I believe Thursday and Friday, temperatures below 20 degrees again. The only difference is this time is that the buds have opened up already. So hopefully the open buds will still continue to bloom. And it also produces the umbrella shape. So because of that, it definitely makes a statement. It also makes a statement. I'm gonna wait until the plane. And while we're waiting, I am using the microphone this way because I always have it here or here, and my hair is always rustling on it, and it always produces that weird sound. So I thought by holding it, it will be better. And the other nice thing about it, as you can see, it has this sea of beautiful white blooms or white buds as well. And together, you can see that it just makes a beautiful statement when all of your other plants, with the exception of the evergreen shrubs or plants, of course, with their green foliage. Otherwise, you don't get anything like this. In fact, they actually look kind of like ornaments. So with all this is like white ornaments. Wouldn't it be so great if this plant could show the same thing around Christmas time? You know, it would be so beautiful. To me, they also look like little lanterns as well, pointing down. So that brings me to some cons about this plant. As you can see, the blooms or the buds are facing down, so it's kind of hard to enjoy them. You would have to go like this to see the beautiful blooms. So that's the one negative about this plant, is the blooms all facing down. Even the buds are facing down as well, I should say. The other disadvantage to this plant is that it is hard to photograph it as well. So you would have to come down and photograph the blooms looking up like this. And there's nothing wrong with that, except when the plant is small, you really can't, you know, like I remember I would have to like be like this just to take a look at the blooms when the plant was not tall yet. Same thing to photograph. So I'm glad that it does have a nice size to it now. It's at least 4 feet. And this plant, when I researched into it, it could grow 4 to 6 feet tall, and it does take part shade, because when I had it in the sun where it was, it didn't do so well. It didn't start off being in the sun, but with the loss of the tree, it had to be in the sun, and it didn't do too well. That's why it had to be moved over here. And I think it's just going to be more spectacular next year. So something that you should consider when you purchase this plant is to find a good location for it, so that you can showcase its beauty, because of the airiness and because of the white. You really need to have it with plants that will showcase this really well. Where I have it right here is not the best. Slowly I'm adding more plants around here so I could get some green foliage over here, preferably evergreen plants. So that's something that you can consider. Have it again some kind of structure that will definitely make this stand out, or you can have some kind of green background, like with other plants, with evergreens that could act as the background, so that way this plant will be even more beautiful and even more striking. So even though it looks like this right now, I could see it from the kitchen window. So that tells you something that is very striking as is already. Just imagine with the right backdrop or right background, it's going to look even more beautiful. All right, everyone. If you ever get a chance to get your hand on this plant, I would highly recommend it based on all the positive things that I mentioned. And also, please be aware of the negative things that were mentioned as well. So with that, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it enjoyable and helpful. And until the next video, take care and bye for now. Well, thank you again for watching the video. If you would like to support my channel, please subscribe and watch some of the other videos. The video links are up above for you. So with that, thank you so much in advance. Take care and bye for now.